I hit that. Then I hit that.
Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around, press for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Mostert. Fighting through and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Leonard Fournette. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Indianapolis.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
34-yard line.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Gun. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
49-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the...
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, lucky. Check one and
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On the slant, able to find Ayuk. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 30-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shot for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got Burton here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop this down to Taylor. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Is 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Indianapolis.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Colts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this down to the 10. Call that a gain of 11.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 3rd down.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
A 7-yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. And just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Able to get away. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. To throw now in his own end zone. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rocky Sin. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's give him a show. Come on with it, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw. They'll roll him, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
His own 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty